ជំរាបសួរសូមជម្រាបសួរទស្សនិកជនដែលកំពុងតែតាមដានទស្សនាថ្ងៃនេះផងដែរនាងខ្ញុំកៅសុចិន្តារួមជាមួយនឹងបងទីយើងនឹងជួបគ្នាសាជាថ្មីជាមួយនឹងកម្មវិធី Night to Meet You ហើយប្រធានបទថ្ងៃនេះគឺយើងនឹងចែករំលែកអំពីការយល់ច្រឡំរបស់ជនបរទេសមួយចំនួនមកលើប្រទេសកម្ពុជាហើយក៏យើងមានភ្ញៀវកិត្តិយសមួយរូបដែលគាត់នឹងចូលរួមនឹងចែករំលែកដូច្នេះកុំឲ្យរងចាំយូរមកជួបពួកគាត់ទាំងអស់គ្នា
Yeah, well, this is, as Sochenda mentioned, this is our final episode, and as you can see, it's a special episode where we're dressed in our traditional Khmer clothes. So this is what they say: leave the best to last. And speaking of which, the best to last, we have a special guest, Chloe. Nice to meet you, and welcome to the Nice to Meet You show.
Thank you very much for welcoming me.
Please introduce yourself to the audience and share some insight in terms of your journey into Cambodia and your experience as well.
All right, so I moved in Southeast Asia in 2006, I think, yeah. And then since then I've been living in the surrounding country, in Laos, in Vietnam, in Cambodia. And now it's been almost 10 years I live in Phnom Penh. And I'm really happy to live here in Phnom Penh with my two kids. And yeah, it's a beautiful country to live in. I think it's not well known enough country.
Yep. So your initial expectation and the reality are two different things. I'm guessing that you're enjoying your stay here at the moment in Cambodia.
So the thing is that the expectation when I moved to Cambodia, I think it was first time it was in 2008, and I was coming from Vientiane in Laos. So it was a step up to move to Siem Reap.
Yeah, okay.
I think
Fantastic.
I was among the few foreigners to be like, oh yeah,
Great.
there are supermarkets. So
Now we have more than one supermarket. We have lots of supermarkets.
But I remember back then I was working with another foreigner who was previously living in Hong Kong, and his adaptation was harder, let's say. So, but yeah, a lot have moved on since then. I remember that the things that we cannot find or this kind of thing, like no, everything is there.
Yeah. So I think you're the perfect candidate for this episode, which is about dismissing some misconceptions about Cambodia. And before I start, I just want to read a line or a quote from the very famous poet or writer Mark Twain. It says, the trouble with the world is not that people know too little, it's that they know so many things that aren't so. So I feel that this sums up Cambodia in terms of people's perceptions overseas in terms of what our country is like and what the reality is like. So I would guess I would ask you the first question, which is what we call Mythbusters. Are you ready for that?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Wonderful,
Shoot
wonderful. Okay, the first one. Cambodia is dangerous, true or false?
False.
False. Okay. Why is that? What share be experience?
Okay. False. Here is so easy to. So last Friday I was at the karaoke night, and you can come back home like alone in a pass app at. I'm not gonna say the time. Late at night, without any danger. I think also the perception of danger is always very relative because you always perceive something different as dangerous because you don't know the rules. You know, like in my own country, there is some stuff you don't do at a certain time, or you don't behave, or you don't dress in a way. When you arrive in a new country, you don't know the rules, you don't know the name of the game. Until you learn it, you have to be careful. But once you know, once you behave like accordingly to the rules, and you don't put yourself stupidly in danger by talking too much or behaving not the right way, then you're fine.
So I would say, like most things, is practice common sense.
Yeah.
I think that's really
You observe.
Cool. Yeah.
And then you adapt, and then you're fine.
Correct. So the first myth I would say is dismiss. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay. The next one is Cambodia is so undeveloped. True or false?
Okay. It's like everywhere, it's depending on field.
Yeah.
I get that so much when I go back home. Sometimes, because I moved away like 17 years ago, some of my friends are like, yeah, but in your country there is not that. And you're like, yeah, you know what? In my country, I get connection everywhere.
Yeah.
Which is not the case in France.
Yeah.
Like really, and I'm from countryside in
Yeah.
France, I must say. But yet, we get connection everywhere. We get advance on some field. Like we have a better all the online system for paying. You can pay everywhere in QR code.
Yeah.
We are not anywhere near that in France. You know, it's the
We
touchless
were
stuff.
discussing how advanced fintech is in Cambodia, and my experience going back to Australia, I feel the same thing. Every time I travel back, and then the banking system, the payment system is like, it feels so antiquated. And that's not to, but this is the experience that we're having. So I totally agree with you on, especially the fintech side of things. Yeah, for sure.
And same in fintech, and it's something that is in between safety and development. We can see financially that there is an increasing of non-performing loan in many countries and all this kind of thing. And that's something that sometimes we forgot that in Cambodia, our banks are very well, sorry, I don't find my
Cashed
word.
up?
Yeah.
Or to use that unsophisticated word, cashed up, yeah. So,
And unperforming loan is a
Yeah.
very big source of concern
Yeah.
in many countries at the moment. It's a rising concern.
Yeah.
And you're like, by the way, in Cambodia, even if there is an increase or not, then we're fine. And it's a big thing at the moment.
Yeah.
And I got a discussion with a financial advisor a few days ago, and he wouldn't have perceived Cambodia like that. Like really, I was like, even if there is an increasing, the impact on the local bank will be so little.
Correct.
And he couldn't believe it.
yeah. Your background, you have a working relationship with our company in terms of selling ODOM, Rose Apple Square. So I guess the things you mention and the things you hear from experience, I'm guessing, yeah. So what if you can maybe name one reoccurring things about feedback from your buyers as to some concern that they have for Cambodia, what would it be?
So the thing is that most of the time, investor doesn't think about Cambodia. Top of mind country in Southeast Asia will be Thailand, Philippines. So sometimes it's a good and a bad thing because Cambodia then offer a very good diversification. For all the people who already own an asset in Southeast Asia, it's a diversification plus most of the investment offered in Thailand are really tourist focused.
Right.
So then because Rose Apple Square or ODOM are residential or office, it's a double diversification, plus the diversification in currency. So it's actually a very complementary product.
Yes.
So for the first kind of customer, I didn't think about Cambodia, but I will consider it. And then there is another kind of customer that are addressing me for Cambodia.
Yeah.
Because it's the right time to buy in Cambodia. Because if you want to invest and make money, you don't invest on an already fully developed market.
Yeah.
So it's attractive for both of customers. The customer that we didn't think about it, and those who are coming for it.
Yeah, I guess the way I look at it is like the glass half empty or half full. Given that it's only half full, there's opportunity to add more and grow more. So sometimes it's not always good to have the glass full, right? Glass half empty, there's opportunity, I would say, yeah. I guess we're sort of like getting sideways a bit, but I have one more. So the first one is Cambodia is dangerous, which is dismissed. Cambodia is undeveloped, which is also dismissed by yourself, and also from our experience as well. And the third one, which I get asked this as well through my friends overseas, is that true or false? Is basically, is Angkor Wat the only reason to come to Cambodia? Is true or false? True or false?
So this is something someone must see in his life.
Yeah.
Like really, and not only Angkor Wat, because same about the misperception. Most of the people are just Angkor Wat, but actually the archaeological park is so big. When I was living in Siem Reap, I was having the Europass, and no also, but I use it less. So you can basically spend hours and hours in the archaeological park. You will never be bored. You just sit with a book, and there is so much more. And there is also a different timeline in the development of the archaeological park. So you get totally different architecture and time, and religion. I mean, there is much more.
Sure.
But there is not only that. There is also the people and the life. Like, I'm really happy to live here because people are friendly and cool, and it's like, for some reason, like you get always in your daily life this kind of struggle, you know, like life is not easy. And in Cambodia, there is always a way out. There is always a lucky strike. There is always, I don't know, it's just flow.
You mentioned to me that you live in a beret and you often get some auntie waving you down to say, stop, come and get some food from me. Is that sort of the experience, the daily experience that you have? Yeah. People are very welcoming and open, I would say.
And in the borough you always know your neighbors, so it's very convenient. And my Khmer is quite bad, but people are always so nice to me, and yes, there is a lot revolving around the food. My son loved that because I suspect him sometimes to just take his bicycle, go around the borough and knock at all the aunties' doors and get fed by all the borough. I mean, seriously.
Lucky you. Yeah. I guess I have another two to finish on this note. Because I guess it's important for us to address these misconceptions. It's not for everybody. I mean, this is not how everybody thinks, but I feel like this is what we hear a lot of. So it's important that we highlight and we share our perspective as a local, basically. So one of the other things that I would like for you to sort of answer, are you likely, will you likely be kidnapped while walking on the street? True or false, by the way?
No, I don't think. I don't know. I don't worth anything on the market because I've never been kidnapped. And I mean, danger is everywhere in the world. You know what I mean? Like accident can happen and things can happen. But same as we said earlier, if you play by the rule, if you behave accordingly to the country where you are, where you live, I mean, you are in no special danger in here. After, there is crazy people and there is crazy thing happening everywhere. But I don't feel unsafe. I don't feel like, I think actually Cambodia make a huge work in reclaiming all the gun and all the mines and everything after the war. I don't have the figures, but I will be curious to know the recovery compared to other countries, because really the number of guns and all this kind of thing that were circulating in the late 90s and the number now, it's increasingly low. So
sure. That's the same thing I feel. I mean, I've only moved back 3 years, but I mean, maybe it's different for me, but you know, I feel comfortable to travel anywhere and everywhere. But once again, it's common sense. You know, you shouldn't be walking in dark alleys 2 a.m. in the morning when you're half drunk. That's just not that you'll get into trouble in any city. It's just really common sense. And the aspect of scamming, I think there's no country that doesn't have some form of scam. And normally that really happens to people, generally speaking, who are chasing what do you call it? Too good to be true. Investment offers, jobs that are paid 3 or 4 times the market rate. So if you use common sense, I think like any country, you're definitely going to keep yourself out of trouble. So don't do too much to any country. Cambodia is a safe and wonderful place to live. So that's my experience, that's Chloe's experience, and I think generally speaking most people experience. So thanks for sharing those insights and dismissing some of those misconceptions. I guess Sochenda, I can feel that she has some questions to ask. So please fire away, Sochenda. Please.
ទស្សនិកជនដែលកំពុងតែរងចាំទស្សនាបានដឹងមួយរួចមកហើយអំពីថាតើការយល់ច្រឡំរបស់ជនបរទេសហ្នឹងយ៉ាងម៉េចហើយគាត់បានបកស្រាយហើយ Thank you so much for sharing about the misconception to Cambodia and appreciate for that sharing. Then my question is understand that you like in financial management as well as the property advisor to advise client where to invest. Since you are in Cambodia so many years, and your client is around the world, and especially most of the investors always compare with the nearby country. So my specific question is, as a mother, as a businesswoman, and living in overseas, how have you find raising your kid in other country like Cambodia?
Well, I think it's great because Cambodian people are really benevolent toward kids. It's really wherever you arrive with your kids, people are happy to see them, which is so good because I think all of us have already walked with a baby in a plane. You can see the face of the people like, oh no. Then this is the total opposite. Everywhere you go with kids, people are so nice. They play with them, they exchange. All the neighbors are feeding them. So it's generally really good. After I remember when my kids were just born, because they are both born when I was living in Cambodia. So when they were very little, there is something I had difficulty to adapt, is the fact that people tend to touch babies when in Europe you don't do.
Yes,
And I remember that it was something that was oppressing me a little bit. But then when they grow up, you realize that it's so good that people interact with your kids.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can catch a break. And so that's really good. After, the other thing that is really great is the fact that they go to international school, they speak several languages, they adapt so well.
Yeah,
Like,
it's fantastic, yeah.
my daughter is 3 and my son is 6, and they both are able to, when they meet someone new, to change their language, to I don't know, I was not anywhere near able to do that at their age.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
What about in terms of recreations? How do you keep them busy? How do they have fun? Where do you take them? Yeah.
So they have fun with pretty much everything, kids.
Or you just give them an iPad?
Just throw it back.
Yeah.
No, so we live in a borough, so they play a lot outdoor,
Yeah.
a lot of bicycle, playground. That's great that there is a playground in the borough. So then they know all the kids of the borough, so then they just go to visit their friends. And so otherwise there is plenty of restaurants that are kids friendly,
Yeah.
with playgrounds, kids menu and all these kind of things. There is the kids cinema. That's great, because then you can bring your kids to cinema, and this is a dedicated room, so you don't feel embarrassed when they talk.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, depending what they say, but sometimes you can still feel embarrassed. But that's another topic. So yeah, there is different
Water parks, have you water parks as well?
So
and cinema,
yeah, water
okay.
parks. There is not enough parks and garden.
Yeah.
So I'm lucky because I live in a borough, but outside of that, there is not enough green spaces in Phnom Penh for kids. But there is a lot of kids-friendly places and activities.
Yeah.
So
okay. All right. So they're not really missing out growing up in Cambodia at all. You feel you've got everything that they need to allow them to grow as any other kids around the world.
they get everything. Kids are very basic needs. They need to be loved and taken care, and they need to have a time outdoor.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Fantastic.
Once that's fulfilled, they're great.
Yeah, we were mentioning food. You said kids-friendly food. I'm not sure if Nom Prajok is.
Yeah, my son loves it.
Your son loves it. Yeah. Can they speak a bit of Khmer?
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
When we came back from France, my kids was like, "But can we have?" And then they start to listen. Like, yeah, you will have.
Yeah. So for people who don't know, this is Nom Prajok. Sorry, I got my finger in there. So there you go. So the soup goes into the noodle. And look, I'm not a chef and I'm not too familiar with the ingredients, so I'm going to pass this on to Sochenda. But Nom Prajok is the kind of food that they eat for breakfast, lunch and dinner. It's very versatile, so you can eat it anytime and anywhere pretty much. This is one of our national dish, so it's called Nom Prajok. So Chenda, you know a lot more about all these items on the table. Can you share a little bit about to our audience, please? Yeah. Starting with the Nom Prajok, I guess. Yeah.
មែនតើនំបញ្ចុកគឺជាម្ហូបមួយរបស់ប្រជាជនកម្ពុជារបស់យើងហើយនិយាយទៅគេធ្វើអំពីអង្គមិនជាញ៉ាំអីទេតែគ្រាន់តែចង់បង្ហាញទស្សនិកជនឲ្យឃើញយើងដាក់ ទឹកសាឡននេះបញ្ចូលទៅទឹកសាឡនហ្នឹងយើងធ្វើពី
Can I demonstrate the eating? Can I demonstrate the eating?
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, while I'm talking with the other dishes. នេះគឺនំបញ្ចុកដែលជា
How about I spill it? Keep
មុខ
talking.
មហូបរបស់ប្រជាជនខ្មែររបស់យើងមួយហើយនៅលើតុនេះដែរថ្ងៃនេះដែលយើងចង់ចែករំលែកជូនទស្សនិកជនអំពីវប្បធម៌ខ្លះដែលយើងមានដូចជាផ្កាមែនតើផ្កាម្លិះនេះខ្ញុំចង់ចែករំលែកដោយសារមែនតើទៅប្រទេសកម្ពុជាយើងគឺកាន់ពុទ្ធសាសនាអញ្ចឹងនៅពេលដែលយើងទៅវត្តទៅអីអញ្ចឹងយើងតែងតែមានជាផ្កាម្លិះហើយនឹងជាផ្កាឈូកមែនតើផ្កាឈូកតំណាងឲ្យភាពស្មោះសរហើយយើងអាចរៀបចំបទផ្កាឈូកឲ្យស្អាតមានរបៀបមានម៉ូដអីចឹងទៅដើម្បីយកទៅថ្វាយព្រះហើយប្រជាជនយើងកាន់នៅពេលដែលគាត់កាន់ពុទ្ធសាសនាគាត់តែងតែបន់ស្រន់គាត់ថាយើងធ្វើល្អនិងយើងជួបរឿងល្អអីចឹងទៅដូចពុទ្ធសាសនាណាក៏ដោយដូច្នេះប្រទេសកម្ពុជាយើងគឺមានវប្បធម៌ច្រើនហើយនិយាយពីនំចំណីទៀតក៏យើងមានច្រើនប្រភេទដែរតែថ្ងៃនេះយើងចែករំលែកមានដូចជាមាននំអាកោនំចាំងមាននំត្នោតហើយយើងមានអន្សមរបស់យើងមែនតើអន្សមនេះកាត់ដើម្បីឲ្យឃើញណានេះគឺអន្សមចេកដែលយើងយកពីអង្គរហើយយើងដាក់ចេកចូលទៅយើងវិចឲ្យស្ងោរយើងអាចញ៉ាំហើយយើងមានច្រើនរសជាតិដែលយើងអាចធ្វើទៅបាន
Can I try that one too?
Yeah, you can try here ញ៉ាំបានហើយ
Sorry, Chloe.
ហើយមែនតើទៅសម្រាប់ប្រជាជនខ្មែរយើង
They have a jackfruit version.
Yeah, they can make a jackfruit
and beans.
Yes,
Okay.
they can make a different.
And this is Cambodian dessert.
Yes, it's
Okay.
Cambodian dessert.
Okay.
You can make. Maybe you can share some to Chloe.
I think she saw me putting my finger there. Probably not. I'll give her a fresh one.
It's okay, my neighbor gives me those very often.
ហើយក្រៅតែពីម្ហូបអាហារឬក៏ការគោរពប្រពៃណីរបស់ខ្មែរយើងភាគច្រើនគាត់និយមប្រើកម្មាអញ្ចឹងបើនិយាយពីកម្មាគឺមានច្រើនប្រភេទច្រើនទំហំហើយដែលយើងអាចប្រើប្រាស់បានច្រើនមែនទែនបើសិនជាប្រជាជនយើងនៅជនបទគាត់អាចយកកម្មាហ្នឹងជួនកាលគាត់យកមកចងប៉ាក់ឈៀងឬក៏ជួនកាលគាត់រុំក្បាលឬក៏ជួនកាលបើនៅសម័យបុរាណគឺប្រុសគាត់ស្លៀកកម្មាស្លៀកកម្មាឡើយឡើយនេះ you know ឡើយ then ដើមស្រួលយ៉ាងលបូត
So that's for women can wear it and men.
Mostly men ពីច្រើនគឺបរិសុទ្ធគាត់ប្រើប្រាស់កម្មាអញ្ចឹងកម្មានេះប្រាប់ឲ្យមែនតើជួនកាលយើងអាចជំនួសកសែងជូតខ្លួនព្រោះពីជំនាន់មុនយើងមានតែកម្មាអញ្ចឹងកម្មាអាចជូតខ្លួនជូតមុខគ្របក្បាលប្រើជាងរឹងសម្រាប់កូនក៏បានអញ្ចឹងគឺមាន
multi-purpose.
ប្រយោជន៍មែនតើ
multi-use.
Yeah, multi-use. So you have one kamma, you can replace so many functions.
Okay. We spoke about what flower is this?
It's the jasmine.
Jasmine, and this is lotus.
Yeah, lotus.
Okay. And the jasmine, we tend to use it for ceremony purposes?
Yes, especially when we go for the pagoda.
Okay.
Or we give as a gift to respect people.
Yeah, it's got wonderful smell. And you would find, you can buy jasmine flowers in this arrangement pretty much anywhere, especially at traffic lights. They normally sell for $1 or $1.25. And it's a natural deodorizer. I love putting it in the car, it smells good. Yeah, it's a natural smell and it's wonderful, yeah. Now this flat nom, what's this one? This is Khmer also. Cheers, okay. Let's see.
នំនេះគឺនំលពៅ
Okay,
from a pumpkin.
Pumpkin,
Yeah.
okay. Just pumpkin and rice.
Yeah, pumpkin
Okay.
and rice.
Wonderful. Okay. Sweet?
Yes,
Okay, no worries.
but not so sweet.
I
You
better
can
stop. I better stop eating. Okay. Please continue.
Yeah. នេះគឺជាគាត់តែជាចំណែកមួយនំហើយនឹងរបស់បងមួយចំនួនដែលយើងបង្ហាញមែនតើនៅក្នុងប្រទេសកម្ពុជាយើងមានច្រើនមែនតើដូច្នេះចង់ដឹងលំអិតអាចមកទស្សនាឬក៏មកលេងប្រទេសកម្ពុជាយើងបានដោយដូច Chloe ហើយក៏ដូចជាបងទីក៏បានជូននៅខាងលើពីការយល់ច្រឡំរបស់ប្រទេសកម្ពុជាយើងហ្នឹងគឺគួរតែមិនមានការព្រួយបារម្ភឯសម្រាប់អ្នកវិនិយោគឬក៏ដូចអ្នកដែលគាត់មកចង់រស់នៅប្រទេសកម្ពុជាផងដែរអញ្ចឹងជាបន្តជូនទៅបងទី
Actually, I would before I do the outro, can you do me a small favor shortly? Just maybe speak in French to your French audience and tell them why they should come and visit Cambodia. Forget about buying property, why they should come and visit Cambodia, and why it's a wonderful place, basically. Please. I'll put you on the spot, sorry. Yeah.
You're so mean.
Yeah. No, I just want to hear your French accent, actually, to be honest. Yeah.
Ok, bonjour à tous et on est ravis de vous accueillir aujourd'hui. Donc, je suis avec Keo Sochenda et on va parler un peu plus du Cambodge. C'est vraiment un pays auquel on ne pense pas toujours et pourtant c'est un pays génial où on est bien, où les gens sont sympas, où il y a plein d'opportunités. Donc voilà, on va détailler un peu ça dans cet épisode. Je vous invite à le regarder et je vous souhaite une excellente journée.
Right, wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Really? Because I just said that you were so mean in French.
Is it?
I say, yeah, you told me, oh, bring casual clothes, you know, and then you come like this.
No, you look fabulous. Yeah, we have to dress up a little bit to match you, basically. Yeah. All right, Chloe, thank you very much for that wonderful little talk. Like I said, I actually want to hear your French accent, so that was great. But from me, I just want to give a quick thank you to our audience who have been with us through all these episodes. We hope that we achieve our objective in terms of sharing our culture, sharing our experience about Cambodia, because living here and hearing things over there are two different things. And for us, we want to make sure that we give you an insight, a true insight in terms of what it's like to live, work and invest in Cambodia. So hopefully the last 8 episodes has gone some ways to help you in one way or the other. So if it's done so and you enjoy this episode, please like and share and tell your friends. And we hope there's a season 2, but let's see, and that depends on you as well. So please click like and share, and thank you very much. So from myself, Sochenda, Chloe, once again, nice to meet you. Thank you.